Hello everyone, welcome to OJ Patterns, and today we'll be working on that into stylines. So in our previous video, we've done that into different positions using the pivot method, and we've also used the slash method. So now we're doing that into stylines, and stylines are the seams that gives your garment a unique look. So I'll be sketching out some designs. So what it means basically is that we're transferring our dart into the seams because style lines are the seams that gives your garment a unique look. So we want to transfer the dart into seams, and we'll be working with different style lines. We have some asymmetric designs, we have some symmetric designs. As we know, asymmetric designs are designs that don't repeat themselves, while symmetric designs are designs that you can find on the other side. So this, like now, what I have here is a sketch of like the front bodies. So I will be indicating the bust point. So here, this part and this part is gonna serve as our bust point. So this is the bust point, this is the bust point. So the design we'll be working on, this will be an asymmetric design. So the seam will go from one shoulder to the bust point this way, and then from this bust point to the next bust point. So it's going from the left to the right bust point, and then from here it slants down towards the waist this way. So this is one of the styline design we'll do. This is our number one. Another one, we also look at another style line with asymmetric design. So I'm gonna sketch out the bodies first. So if you check, even while sketching, you're seeing that we have the full front. So this is the through bust point. Hope you know the through bust point, same thing as the apex point, which is like the nipple point. So this is the through bust point, and then we would connect it towards the waist. From here, I'm gonna use my ruler because it comes out straight. So when working with your style lines you can use your ruler. It can come out as straight like this, and it can also be curved. So which means we can definitely use a French curve to form like a curve to give it. So it depends on the design you want. So we'll be looking at these asymmetric designs first. So the first thing you want to do is get your sloper. So I want us to be seeing the design. So we're doing the first design. So this is our basic sloper. This is our CF. This is our side seam. Don't forget you always need to label your patterns and everything. So we're gonna trace out this. So because we're doing an asymmetric design, we need a full front because this is like half of your center front. So I'm going to fold my pattern both to this way, pattern paper, and then you place this on the unfold part before you trace out. So this is it. So you place it on the folded edge of your paper, and then you trace out, marking out your bust points, and then you trace out the sides. So even when we are cutting, we're going to be cutting it out having a complete fold. So after tracing out, this is what we would have. So this is what we have after tracing out. So this is it. Halfway, this is what we have. And then when you open it up after tracing, you have this. So you can always trace out your dart and then bring it out to life using your pen. So I'm using a pen, and I can also switch to my marker in order for it to be very visible for all. So this is what we're working on. So the first step is to get the full front border. That's what we have. Now what we want to do is link the waist dart to the bust point. So now because there's no waist dart, check our design, there's no waist dart. So first of all, link it up to the shoulder. So you know how to link up based on what we've done on our slash method. So I will take this waist dart and connect it to my bust point. That's a through bust point up here. This is a through bust point. This is the through bust point so that we can see. So I just connect it to the through bust point. So I'm reconnecting the waist dart this way and this way. Okay. So what we want to do is connect your bust point to bust point with a straight line. So because of the design, don't forget your style line goes this way. There's a seam there. So connect bust point to bust point like this. using a ruler. So that's the first mark. Next step is to connect from the right bust point to the left waist dart leg. So now I'm connecting. Now this is my right, so I'm connecting from here, checking out the design. So it's going from the bust point now straight to your waist dart, the dart leg. So that's what I'll do. I'll connect from here to the dart leg this way. Okay, I have this. Okay, next step, slash. So we're gonna be slashing from the left shoulder to the left bust point, and then we'll close the waist dart leg. So this is it. So this is left shoulder. I'll slash this way to the bust point. Next is to close this waist dart because we're not gonna be needing it. So I'll close it up. I'll just quickly use my glue on it. So I can make it faster. So don't forget, you have to slash to the bust point so that by the time you're closing only your dart space. You can't close anything outside it, only the dart space is what we'll be closing. Okay, so I've closed it up. Okay, so next we're gonna slash on the line that connects this together to the bust point. You wanna be careful so that we can do it right. Whatever you do, ensure your pattern is done very neatly. I'll slash to this, and then I'll slash down. I can do from down here to meet up. And then it comes out this way. So next, what I'm going to do next is to close up both darts. So you see, whatever I do, it has to touch the bust point so that by the time you are closing up the dart, everything will sit perfectly. So I'll be closing up this dart. Close up the waist dart first. You want to be careful, ensure you close only the dart leg. Then close up the shoulder dart. So the only reason why I'll be able to close this easily is because when we were slashing or when we marked, our style line went through the bust point. So you ensure passes through that bust point is very important. So what we're doing, I'm going to show you close only the dart space. So this is what we have. And then I'll also take out this dart leg. I can just fold it up to the back because it's no longer needed. So this is what we have. Next, I'll place this on another pattern paper so I can add the seam allowance. Don't forget, this is our design and this is it. So I'll just add up the seam allowance where necessary. So I will be adding it on another paper so I can add the necessary allowance. Don't forget, you always have to label. Now this is the side seam. Side seam. This is also the side seam. So I'll place it down on another paper. Hold it down. So we'll be adding one seam. We're adding one seam for seam allowance. We only have 1 cm for seam allowance around it. So I have 1 cm added round. I'm adding the 1 cm for the seam allowance. So you have to the neck, add 1 cm round, the style line, the shoulder, the side seam. Remember how we put it. What makes a good pattern is when, aside you that made the pattern, any other person can pick up the pattern and still understand what's there. So you want to ensure everything is done properly, labeled right. It's already marked out all the 1 cm. I'm just connecting all the dots before cutting. I'll cut out. So it's important to ensure everything is neatly done, from your cutting, from the pattern to the drafting to everything that you're doing. Ensure you don't do it neatly. Okay, we're done. So this is it. Don't forget you want to label, indicate that this is a straight grain. You want to ensure you have everything done on your pattern accordingly. This is straight grain. That's what it means, straight grain. And this is cut one piece. This is cut one piece. So with this now, anyone can pick up my pattern and understand what it means. Now when they're cutting, they have to do this or that. So this is it for our first asymmetric design on that manipulation. So by the time you sew and join, we get this at the end of the day. So that's the right there. So we're looking at the second one. This is our first piece. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So this is our asymmetric design, first design on that into style lines. Thank you very much. See you in the next class.